fully loaded with some of the biggest and baddest rockets that you can get. And we're gonna be shooting these off one at a time in volleys. It's gonna be so much fun. Just take a look at this absolute monstrosity. They're not really rockets, but they are firework missiles in order to light them without melting this plastic. And this is like a rocket cake that I found. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. So as you can see, this is like the most fun I've had with fireworks in a long time. How's it going, everyone? It's CodyBPyrotechnics. Obviously quite the video today. We've got this entire 5-gallon paint bucket full of rockets. Now, these are the types of fireworks that we cannot really enjoy back home. And the reason for that is because firework rockets have a tendency to go up in the air like normal, but then as the break explodes, it leaves these embers in the tip. Now, when this rocket goes up into the sky, what does it have to do next? It has to come back down. So after the firework breaks, this entire thing comes to the ground. And a lot of times it's still really hot under here and there's still some exposed embers. So then what you get happens is it hits the ground because this is the heaviest part of the rocket. And upon impact, the sparks kind of fly out in every direction. And if it lands in a field with a bunch of dead grass, you will start a wildfire that you don't want to pay for. And believe me, you will have to pay for one if you start one. So where are we going to be lighting these rockets off safely, you may be asking yourself? Well, if we stand up, you can see we are here in the middle of the Valley of Fire. Now, for those of you who are familiar with this place, it's Moapa Travel Center. That's the gas station you're looking at way off in the distance. And then this entire desert-looking area that surrounds me here is where you can come to shoot off as many fireworks as your heart desires. That took me way too long to say, by the way. For those of you that are channel members, you're gonna see all my errors. It's disgusting. Sometimes I cannot think of the words to say when I'm just like right now. Join channel members if you want to have a good laugh. So back to the video at hand. You might also be wondering, how are we going to shoot all these rockets off? We're not just going to be lighting them out of this 5-gallon paint bucket here. Even though that's what they're in, we're not going to be shooting them this way. If we did that, we would have a scramble of rockets in every direction. Honestly, that would look really cool. Maybe someday I'll have to do a video like that, 5-gallon paint bucket rocket launch. But no, we've actually got some professional rocket racks in this video. One of them is going to be right here. This is the Redbeard's Fireworks Showcase XL rocket launch pad. And it looks like that. Now it's got this little grid stuff on the front. You can take your rockets and you can line them up with the bottom hole, just like that, and shoot them safely. So obviously this whole thing is going to be loaded. Now this one here is another rocket launcher. However, when we're comparing size to rocket ratio, this one definitely beats it because look at the size of this rack. However, in this one, I think we can only light off 15 rockets at a time. You may be thinking that you could add some more rings on the other side so that you have it like here and here. But with ball shell rockets, that's a bit of an issue. We have attempted to build racks like this before, and what ends up happening is the balls touch like that. I don't know if you can see that very well, but pretty much if this was another ball shell, it might actually get stuck on this rocket, and then they don't take flight at all, which is extremely dangerous. But I'll demonstrate how this rack works. So you're gonna line up your rockets with the hole on the top and then slide the stick down into the hole that's in the bottom. And they give you a little bit of an angle to work with here. So we're gonna have a nice little fan. And this is definitely meant for larger rockets too. Not saying you cannot shoot these larger rockets out of a rack like this, but it might tip over if you've got it loaded too heavy. This one though, no way it's gonna tip over. If you had some bigger rings on here, you could probably light some of those rockets that you see at PGI. But overall, this rack's pretty cool, just a little bit bulky. Now, inside of every firework rocket assortment at any fireworks store ever, you're gonna find a lot of these things, right? So these come with the individual packs of like 6 or 12. They're these little tubes that you can bury into the ground. So this is another way to light your rockets, and we'll demonstrate one real quick. So again, you take your rocket and you just put it into the tube like this, and it gives it a straight flight up in the air. And we've got so many of these from buying all these different rocket packs that I'm just putting them on this mortar rack here at a bit of an angle, and we'll be shooting them all that way. Now the last way that we're gonna be shooting these rockets is out of the Renegade rack by Redbeard's Fireworks Showcase again. He's the same guy that built this rack, but this time we're using like a ring system. I don't know what you would call that, but I will give you an example of how this works too. So it's the same as the one up there, but you load your rocket sticks in, and it gives them a straight flight up into the air. So now before it gets completely dark outside, I've got to get every single one of these rockets loaded into these racks. Hopefully we brought enough rocket racks. I have no idea. We may be shooting some of these out of the bucket after all. But once we do that, we'll get right back to you, and we're going to be shooting these off one at a time in volleys. It's going to be so much fun. And we don't get to do this back home. Well, the 5-gallon paint bucket is now empty, and we've got all of the smaller rockets down here like this. I'm thinking of volleys straight out into the desert. Just take a look at this absolute monstrosity. And we do have a few bonus items here for you. These ones are called Balloon Destroyer, and you get 4 in a pack. They're not really rockets, but they are firework missiles, and they look like this. So not only are we going to be doing all of these rockets, but we do have some firework missiles for you as well. And also these are the cool ones with the spirally fins. And this is like a rocket cake that I found. It's by Wild Dragon Fireworks, and it's called the Hallucinator. 12 shots, 200 gram rocket engine cake. Cannot wait to see that one. Over here, we've got some medium to large size rockets. We're gonna be doing these in volleys and one at a time. Taking a step up, we've got some even larger rockets right here, some salutes down on the end, and some smaller ones there towards the back. Those gonna be like one at a time, as well as some volleys. And lastly, in the big boy rack over here, we have the XL rockets like Radioactive, Skyhawk, Welcome to the Sky, Empire Strikes, and the Fabulous 3. These are some of the biggest rockets that we have in the lineup tonight, and I cannot wait to see these. And it looks like we could add 2 more rockets to the rack, so that's what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna go with these 2, since they don't really belong in that rack anyway. These are some XL rockets, and there we go. Now this rack is fully loaded with some of the biggest and baddest rockets that you can get. So I think we're gonna go ahead and start over here with the volley. We really just need to get rid of these things, and we ran out of space in the racks to shoot off smaller rockets. So they're gonna be lit off just like this. Remember, this desert is huge. That gas station is like a mile away. These rockets don't go anywhere near a mile. So to kick things off, we're gonna start with a classic bottle rocket. This is the smallest one you can get. Here we go. Nice. Oh, those salute rockets are gonna be really loud out here.
So loud. That little thing was loud.
Yeah.
It just echoes. The ground is like concrete. It's gonna be pretty crazy.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and light the rocket barrage here. I cannot promise that all of these are gonna go off, but we've got kind of a chain reaction happening, so I'm hoping that they all just light and I don't have to do a whole lot. Woo! Here goes another volley. Woo! Yeah! Woo! That's how you do it. Last couple of these.
Oh yeah, that one got
Nice. Wow, that's cool. I love that all these fireworks are legal here. This is something we can't do back home. So as you can see, this is like the most fun I've had with fireworks in a long time. You gotta come to the desert, baby. You gotta come to Moapa Travel Center. I'm telling you, this place does not disappoint. Okay, now I wanna see some of these little guys. We're gonna tone it down a notch, and I think we're gonna start with this little rocket cake here and see what that does. Okay, here goes our little rocket cake. This should be fun. Those aren't rockets. That's cool that they scatter though.
it tipped back up.
And that's why we're in the desert.
How did it tip back up?
I don't know. All right, this little cake right here, probably wouldn't recommend it. If you wanted to light that one off, I would definitely go right out in the middle of the field here. Now let's see this massive balloon destroyer firework missile. This should be good. Please go straight up. Nice. Oh my God. I'll take 20. Oh yeah, these babies are 10 out of 10. What sucks is these little fuses are kind of down in here, so you might have to bend them out in order to light them without melting this plastic. Okay, we're gonna try for 2 of them here. Here we go. Yeah! Woo! could hear that like 10 miles that way.
It's echoing off the mountains.
Just for comparison, we're gonna do the last one of these and then compare it to a salute rocket like this and see which one's louder. Okay, we're gonna start with the balloon destroyer. I really hope you guys can hear this echo. And now here goes a classic 2-inch salute rocket for comparison. That's a tad bit louder, but it goes much higher. Well, after those huge rockets, I gotta be honest, I'm not really looking forward to these. So all these small ones here with the red, yellow, black, gray, green caps, and there's a blue one back there, we're gonna try to get some volleys out of them. Here goes our first little volley. Nice, that was actually pretty cool. You guys couldn't hear this, but we just heard all the little rockets falling everywhere. And we still have one more of the small ones, so here goes. Last small one. And then I guess we got another one. That one was pretty nice for its size. All right, we're gonna get you our next little volley here of some smaller rockets. Should look the same as the last one. Nice. Very cool. And just like on that first volley, we got one straggler. And I'm pretty sure that one was just a dud. Now, this one here is kind of the same thing, but a little bit more variety. So let's get a volley going out of those. Here we go. Whoa, that was a nice one. Here goes our last two. It looks like this Merkin rocket is missing the top, so hopefully it works. Sweet. All right, take a look at this. We've got another. Hey, we got competition over there. Nice. Nice. Woo! Moapa. Yeah. And we're gonna go for another barrage here to put those guys to shame. Here we go, barrage, baby. Woo! Yeah. Nice. That's how you do it in the desert. You hear all the sticks falling?
Yeah, sounds quite close actually.
So now we got some larger rockets here. I want to see like one of these. This is the Ghost Star by Fireworks, and then we'll do the rest as a barrage. Here goes Ghost Star, Winda. That was pretty cool. It was like a cassette. Okay, now we're gonna attempt to get the last 4 of those. Here we go. Oh, I like those a lot. They're freaking loud too. Nice. They're really up their game over there. They got stuff going sideways.
Oh, they got
Roman candles. All right, well, these two look the same to me. Redneck rockets. Let's see what 2 of these look like. Beautiful. And we've got more of these redneck rockets, but this time they're in canister shell form. There's another one hiding out over here. Let's see what 2 of those look like. Redneck rockets. Wow. Those are really pretty. Sticks coming in. So we've got a bunch of these rockets here by Flashing Fireworks. They're called Aerial Assault. Let's see a couple of those in action. Aerial Assault by Flashing Fireworks. Whoa, missed that one. Those are pretty nice. Okay, it looks like we got 2 more Aerial Assault. Hopefully these ones go a little straighter. Whoa.
Or not. Oh,
That was a cool crackle. Look at that thing still hanging there. And we got rocket sticks falling everywhere.
God, we should bring hard hats next time.
Look at that, all the way to the ground with those. Crazy. Now it's time for some real American fun. These are the Merkin rockets by Big Fireworks. I'm gonna do a mini one first. Okay, here goes the mini one.
Oh, they're both going.
And there's another one going too. Sweet, those have some really big brakes for being small. Here goes the last small one of the American rockets, and then we'll do the big one. Wow. That definitely went a mile in the air.
Oh, hi.
Got more Roman candle stuff happening. Freaking love this place, man. Now let's see the biggest American rocket of them all. But is it gonna be better than the small ones? Oh yeah, it was way better. Super pretty. Hopefully that doesn't hit me in the face. Well, these last three rockets here are pretty random, and as you can see, we're starting to draw a crowd. People are parking over there. What is that?
What is that?
Oh, that's that rocket cake.
Oh.
What the heck? Anyway, these are gonna be the last three, I would say, medium-sized rockets. Then we get to have some real fun with some big boy rockets. Here we go. Wow, that one was loud, whatever that was. Nice. Ooh, look at that. Here it comes. Right here. I think it's gonna fall. Right there. It just landed right next to you. It's raining fireworks. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. These are the largest rockets that we have out here tonight. We're gonna start from this end because even though these rockets are bigger, the radioactives are not to be messed with by any means. These are some of the best consumer rockets I've ever seen. Here goes a Skyhawk. Let's see just how big this rocket breaks. Some of those smaller ones were better than that. Next one up is the Fabulous 3. Let's see what you got, Fab 3. Whoa, whoa. That was cool. Now we got the Fab 4 versus Skyhawk. Skyhawk on the left, Fab 4 on the right. Okay, this one was way better. Fab 4 for the win. We only have 2 of these Skyhawks left, and I say we light them before anything crazy. Please just go straight. Nice. That's what I like to see, but not really that loud. You guys ready for some real fireworks? Take a look at Welcome to the Sky. This is gonna be totally nar-nar. That's more like it.
That one hurt my eyes.
Before we do the radioactives, let's turn things up a notch in decibels. Loudest rockets you can get. I bet you could hear that from Vegas.
Oh my God, probably.
Well, we've only got 5 rockets left, but these are the best rockets I've ever seen, at least on the consumer market. I think they used to have a radioactive graphic right here, but they must have taken that off. Anyway, we have the entire kit here, rockets 1 through 5. We're gonna be enjoying these bad boys one at a time. Here goes rocket number 1. These things are just gorgeous. Wait till you see it. Yeah. Biggest breaks of the night so far too. Radioactive rocket number 2. Oh my God. That's a rocket. So I'm crouching a little bit here, but basically when I'm calling them out, like here goes radioactive rocket number 1 and number 2. What I mean by that is they are numbered 1 through 5. And so if you have this pack of rockets or you're thinking about buying it, this is like the perfect video for you because without even having to light them off yourself, you're gonna know exactly what each of these rockets does inside the pack. Radioactive rocket number 3. Nice orange lace on there. This is number 4. Wow. Oh my God, look at those red stars. That was like a professional shell. I hate to say it, guys, but this is the last rocket. Number 5. Here we go. Last one in the pack. You only get 5 in these packs, which is weird, but whatever. Sweet. Maybe the best for last. Well, this video was certainly a lot of fun to make, but now I'm really sad because I know the next time I get to light off this many rockets is whenever I return to Moapa, which isn't very often. But next time I'm here, you can bet I'm gonna be bringing probably 3 times the amount of rockets, and we're gonna have a bunch of guys out here lighting them off. We're all gonna have torches like this. This place is an absolute blast. Firework prices here are a little bit expensive, but you can definitely buy them right here in the gas station. We'll see you guys next time.